We're back again. Hello there, it's me again, and welcome to the Sarcastic NP channel. For those of you who actually haven't watched my previous video, I'm actually a new nephrology nurse practitioner who just started as one since last year. And prior to that, I was working as a dialysis nurse for 20 or so years. So now I moved on from that, and I work now with a nephrology group who actually round on different clinics and see patients. And the purpose of these videos is to give you insight on what a nephrology NP does. And for today's topic is going to be something that you often encounter on patients with kidney problems and on dialysis units. It's some sort of debate or argument, an ongoing debate or argument between you and the patients, and that would be fluids. Water is essential to our health since it is involved in so many bodily processes. In fact, average people should drink up to 13 glasses every day according to medical experts. Considering that between 50 to 75% of the human body is composed of water, this is not shocking. Having proper amount of water in your body to sustain excellent health is known as healthy hydration. Now, as members of the nephrology community, whether you're a nephrologist, the nephrology nurse, or the NP, we know that fluid is a kind of a sensitive topic or an ongoing debate along with the patients, because we got to educate them that whenever they drink fluids and if their kidneys actually failed, it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it stays in the body. That's why there's fluid restrictions made. They got to realize that excess fluid can do a lot of harm in the body, which also includes like things like hypervolemia, which can lead to swelling on the legs because of gravity. And it can also do a number on your blood pressure because of that excess pressure due to excessive fluid can raise their blood pressures up. Of course, fluid overload can also lead to breathing issues because of fluid overload, because they're going to be short of breath all the time because there's so much fluid in their system that air cannot fill the pockets. And also people who have fluid overload also in the long run will develop or already have developed heart issues like congestive heart failure. So we got to have to really discuss it with the patients when it comes to limiting their drinking, because it's one of the things that's very hard to control. There is no medication to help get it out of the system, except for some medications that make you pee, like furosemide, Bumex, but that's only for people who have still some kidney function. And we're not talking about some kidney function, we're talking about something above 30% EGFR, or estimated glomerular filtration rate. Anything below that, you know, it's kind of difficult because the patient would say, I'm only peeing less than a cup. So whatever they drink, it needs to come out. And it's only through dialysis it has to come out. And this is a back and forth issue because some of them really can't control what they're drinking, especially, you know, people who have alcohol use disorder or people who love to drink on hot weather days. So yeah, these should be discussed along with the patient and try to get things done in moderation. All patients undergoing hemodialysis are actually set on what we call an estimated dry weight. Now, the difference between the weights between fluid and muscle weight is very simple. Muscle weight takes time to develop because, you know, protein will have to develop or will have to affect muscle density in order for you to gain weight. But fluid weight is actually quite rapid and fast. I mean, overnight you really feel a difference. So in between those treatments, we make sure we take off the exact amount, if not more, so that we can actually make sure that the patient is actually meeting their goal. Because if there's still considerable swelling, even if we're taking them out of fluid, it means that the patient is actually drinking more than what she should be, and that will actually, you know, put them at risk on fluid overload and eventually develop complications as well. There are plenty of ways of preventing fluid overload. First, be aware of your dry weight, which is your weight less any extra fluids. The majority of hemodialysis patients attempt to keep their daily weight gain to a maximum of 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram every session. Check your blood pressure and weight each day. Should it be low, speak with your medical staff as you might require additional salt or water. Reduce your salt intake. Your body needs a balance of water and salt. Therefore, the more salt you eat, the more thirsty you'll get. Adhere to the directions on medication. Diuretics and other medications may aid in preserving fluid balance. Never forego receiving treatment. You become sick from having too much waste and fluids in your blood when you skip dialysis sessions. Form fresh routines. Aim for consuming smaller amounts of water throughout the day rather than a large glass. Speak with your healthcare team. Your healthcare team can help you find the right balance of fluids. Be sure to speak with them about sweating caused by heat or exercise, and if you have illnesses that cause fever, vomiting, or diarrhea. In these cases, you may need to increase your fluids instead. Now, you may also encounter patients with what we call AKI, or acute kidney injury. This is secondary to other conditions such like trauma or blood force trauma, rhabdomyolysis, or leptospirosis. Now, these actually temporarily halt kidney functioning because of inflammation, but once this is sorted out, usually their kidney function returns to normal. Now, in these patients, we don't have to restrict fluids because we want the kidney to start acting up on its own without depending too much on the dialysis machine. So all in all, this is just a simple discussion of fluid overload because it's something that you're always going to be seeing in all clinics. It doesn't matter which clinic you're going to be. As a nephrologist professional, this is going to be something you will encounter on a daily basis as well. So we can kind of go more in depth on this topic, but for now we're going to leave it as it is. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and let me know what questions you have regarding fluid overload. I'll try to be as concise and precise as I can be. As I said before in my previous video, I'm still new to this kind of job, so you're learning, I'm learning, so we're both learning. It's a learning process. It's a teaching moment at some time. So yes, next time we'll discuss other things that nephrology NPs should be checking when they see patients on dialysis. So until next time, I'll see ya.